Alright, so as you guys are designing your sites and adding more design elements to it, you're going to start incorporating fonts and different colors and things like that. Back in the first week of class, I had you guys select fonts to use for your website. And one of the places that I said you could select fonts from was this Google Fonts website, right? And now to incorporate these fonts into your site, you have to go through a little bit of a process. There's a couple lines of code that'll need to be copied in. So all you need to do is just find the fonts that you wanted to use, just the ones you wanted, no more, because it will slow down the load time if you try and load a whole bunch of different fonts in. But I have this Roboto and Railway font that I've added to my collection. You can just add more like that. And then once you've got them all there, just click Use, and it'll take you to another page here where you can select different styles if you want. I'm just going to stick with the normal, but if you want to try using like a thin font or a extra bold font, you can. You can change the size of these fonts without having to worry about anything. But there's two different pieces of code that we need to add to our website. The first is a piece that goes in our head, and it looks very similar to the one that incorporates your style sheet with your HTML. It includes all the same elements because you're actually linking the fonts from Google's site onto your page. So I'm just going to copy that. We can go Edit, Copy, and then I'm going to go to my website in Komodo Edit, and just underneath my style sheet link, I'm going to go Edit, Paste right there, and now you can see I've got that link that's linking the Google Fonts site with my own page, right? I'll save that, and then the next piece is that it's telling us to use this in our CSS, and really all it's doing here, you can see, is that it just has you plug the name of the font in the CSS. So I've got these navigation pieces, div ID navigation, and if I go into style sheet, navigation LI, right now they are Futura font. So if I want to use Railway, I can just type Railway in right there with single quotes around it as per the instructions on this site, right? They have single quotes around it. Then it's always a good idea to have backup fonts in case Railway, for whatever reason, doesn't load. Let's say Google sometime down the road decides to move that. It's good to have a backup. So I have Tahoma as a backup font here. And if I save this style sheet and reload my preview, now you can see that those fonts changed from Futura to Railway. And I could also change them to Roboto by just changing this Railway to Roboto. Refresh the page, and now they're Roboto. So that's how you can incorporate those Google fonts that you selected back in week 1 into your website. I hope this is helpful, and good luck.